Hi, it's Sunday night on the 14th of June, day 166 of Livin the Dream. Today's power statement said, make today a day of full relaxation and enjoyable activities. And then sharpen my saw, sharpen my saw, sharpen my saw. I will include something fun and something exciting and won't do anything related to my coaching package goals. I can't believe I said that, but that's what I decided. Here's my to-do list for today. For Sunday, the yellow one said, sharpen the saw. And a few other things. Check my email set up and relax. Bam, done. That's what I did today. I just had that one goal, and like my power statement said, it was to do everything with the goal of sharpening the saw. And it just was exactly what I did. If I was honest with myself, I'd have to say that I was even lazy today. At least that's what it may look like. I started my morning like I do every morning. I did my win the day routine. I had a great breakfast as I listened to some lovely music, relaxing music as I meditated and so forth. I read from a couple of books throughout the morning, and Kathleen and I talked a little bit, and we did some studying together, some conversation questions back and forth. It was great. Kathleen then got ready and went to our daughter's place to be with her, and I stayed home. Kathleen was gone from about 10:30 this morning, and she got back about 3:30 this afternoon. We then watched some fun YouTube videos up until she got up to go and prepare dinner. After dinner, Kathleen and I watched a video that was almost 2 hours long. Jody Moore and 3 other women all shared their thoughts and feelings about women, and I sat there and watched with Kathleen. Yep, I know, I did. I watched it with Kathleen, then I went and did some YouTube videos of my own, and she went and practiced for her harp and did some other things on her laptop, and it was a great evening. Before we knew it, we had to do the end of the day success routine, and it was over. And I'm up here. Next, Croy said, get honest with yourself. What didn't go well today, Marty? Or what could you have done better today? Did you wake up early and start strong? Check. Did you start your morning with power? Check. Were you productive throughout your day? My sharpen the saw was fantastic. You prick it, it would cut your finger. I worked so hard on that. Relax. Did you get the most important things done? Yep. Did you move your goals forward? I did. My mental goals, my intellectual goals, my relaxing and my association, social goals, not so much, but with Kathleen, absolutely connecting with her. I moved my goals forward today, but not the coaching package goals today. Didn't do that. Did you show up as the person you wanted to? Absolutely did. And what about your personal time with Kathleen? The morning, then she was gone the afternoon, and then the rest of the evening, I was present for her and she was present for me. Those are some great questions, and I say yes to them. For me, the bottom line to these get honest with yourself questions summarized this way. Were you honest with yourself about today's task, Marty? Did you keep your commitments and promises that you made to yourself this morning? Well, I really didn't make any task commitments this morning. It was more of a goal to relax and sharpen the saw, like I said, period. And that's what I did. So yes, I kept my promise to myself. The next question is, what movies did you watch in your mind today? Did you make time for them? And were there any new movies that your two amigos called up onto the screen of your mind during the day today? In other words, did I make any new movies? And if so, what were they about? Well, the answer to both these questions is yes. I watched my why movie, my vision movie, my coaching movie, my Facebook and Messenger Livin the Dream coaching mastermind movie, and then let me share just a little bit about the movie I produced and made in my mind today. Today, as I was relaxing while Kathleen was off to see Becca, I closed my eyes and I laid there waiting for my two amigos to come back with support material and visuals that would help me imaginate, that's my new word, to imaginate me having a thriving coaching business in the not too distant future. I can't wait. I imagine I had more than 1,000 subscribers by then. I imagine I had hundreds of clients already signed up for Livin the Dream coaching and were attending my Q&A webinar calls with me each week. It was an exciting video, let me tell you. In my mind, I could have laid there for 4 more hours just dreaming and reminiscing about that and letting that movie play. Anyhow, this made me feel like I had to really get things going and get the remaining things done as soon as I could without shortcutting anything, but I just can't wait to get to that point that I'm imagining in my mind. Next, Croy asked, was there anything that didn't go well today, Marty? In other words, was there one thing you could have done better that would have made all the difference in the world going forward? And if so, what was it? Another way to say this is, what's the one thing you'd want to get done tomorrow if your day goes sideways doing it, but you'd still feel like a great success because you got it done? What would that one thing be? And now And that you decide that one thing is, put it into a power statement for tomorrow. Well, besides all that I've done, this one thing, because it was a Sunday today, I didn't do the task on my list that I usually do each week. It was all about sharpening the saw. My wife Kathleen promised our daughter Becca that she would come see her place and help her with the nesting Becca's been doing since moving here from Texas. And because Becca wasn't finished with everything yet, she said that I didn't have to come until she was. She didn't want me to come until it was. And that I should just stay home and come when I got it all finished. And so that's what I said I would do. And that's what I did. I stayed home and absolutely enjoyed the afternoon, the quiet. But here's what I came up with as the one thing that would make all the difference going forward starting tomorrow. And I put in my power statement. I'll make all of the worksheets that I have on my Google Drive PDF files. That's what came to my mind, so that folks can't manipulate them. The Twin Eagles came back and said, you got to protect that. Now, I know that some folks may have the Adobe Acrobat that edits, but that's rare, and it won't be up there long because it's going to be on my website. But that's what I am going to do. It's going to make all the difference going forward, so I can do my focus group and my beta test and all that stuff. It's just a great thought that came to me, and so that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. Next, Corey says, were there any mistakes or any failures that I can turn into a tool of success going forward? As I reflect on today and what I did and didn't do, I really can't think of a failure or even a mistake that I made. I'm sure I could have been more active and even more productive today. I don't see that as a mistake or a failure, though. And so that wasn't my goal today. My goal was to sharpen my saw and relax. And so what I will say is that there's nothing to report in this regard. How about that? Okay, the next item is to rate my day's effort. I gave today a 0. It's the first one ever, isn't it? I say 0 because I didn't even work at all. I can't say that I worked at the speed of anything. I didn't. I hardly even moved. It was fantastic. Boy, do I feel like my saw was sharpened. Okay, I want to end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. First of all, I'm grateful to have relaxation. I say I'm grateful for relaxation, but I suppose it may be more accurate to say that I'm grateful that my life today was such that I could choose to relax and do nothing else. What a blessing. That is something to be grateful for. Most of the time, we can't relax, can we? And that's because there's a lot going on in our lives and lots to do and people to see and places to go. And so I don't take for granted this fact that I was able to relax today. Next, I'm grateful for the law of success called the law of savings. The habit of saving teaches us how to distribute our income systematically. This allows us to make sure that we have a definite percentage of our money steadily accumulating, and thus we're forming one of the greatest known sources of personal power. That's the truth. Give that some thought. Saving is one of the greatest sources of personal power. It's hard to succeed in life without saving money. There's rarely an exception to this rule. It's hard to escape it. So let's make sure that you and I learn how to save our money and gain that personal power. I'm grateful for the principle of success that says become a leader. It's our choice whether or not we become a leader or a follower in our chosen field or our endeavors of building a business, for example. Let's learn how to develop the instinct for leadership in ourselves, and that will cause you and I to gradually gravitate to the top in all our undertakings and all that we participate in. Developing leadership is part of living the dream. Developing leadership is part of living the dream. So once again, this is a great thought to end my day on as I continue my journey to business alignment. So until tomorrow night, I wish you all continued success. Good night.